What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin. Today I'm coming in with a video talking about the time that I did Xanax at work. Hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like if you do. And also, I want to mention real quick, in my last video, I know I said we were doing, I don't know, Respecting Women Wednesday or some shit. I didn't upload, so it's canceled. It's canceled. It's done. It's over with. No more Respecting Women Wednesday. It's done. It's done forever. But, yeah. Either way, hope you guys enjoy this video. Drop a like if you do, and let's dive into it. So, doing Xanax at work. Now, this happened a while ago. This happened way back when I worked at Meijer. Now, for those of you guys who don't remember when that is, that was a very long time ago. That was over a year ago at this point. This was like June of 2016? Yeah, June of 2016. So, it was a while ago, and I'd only had this job for maybe a week at this point, and for those of you guys who aren't familiar with what I did there, what I always did was I was a cart wrangler. You know, I'd go out with a little like rope thing, and I'd bring all the carts back inside so like they didn't run out of carts in there, and basically just wrangle up all the ones from the parking lot. It was shit. It was a terrible fucking job. So what I'd end up doing most of the time is I'd end up sitting around in my car in the parking lot waiting to see a manager come out so then I could get out of my car and look like I was wrangling carts. Like, I always put a big line of carts next to my car whenever I like hop in it because I'd park in a really obscure spot, and then I'd make it look like, I was just grabbing another cart that was like behind my car or some shit. So on this particular day, it was pretty fucking hot out. I remember that it was pretty fucking hot out, and I had to work like early morning on this day as well, but on this particular day it was hot and it was early, so I just knew it was going to be a shit day. I worked from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., which isn't that bad of a shift, but at this job every shift sucks dick, so this still sucked. But either way, I was wrangling up my carts. I showed up. I had to wake up at like 5 in the morning. I had to leave my house at like 5:40, and it was just shit. But either way, I'm wrangling up my carts, and I mean, shit's not happening, of course. Like, it's 6 in the morning on a weekday. I don't know why the fuck they had me there, and I was mad as hell about it. And I had a Xan in my glove box. Now, I wasn't really, this was way after my like day-to-day Xan phase, but I would occasionally have drugs here and there, various drugs, random fucking drugs, and on this particular day, I had a bar and a half left. I didn't get many to begin with, but I'd been dabbling in the bars like the past couple days leading up to this, and this was my last bit, and I didn't get any more. So I was like, fuck it. What I ended up doing was I wrangled my carts. I did my job. I cleared out the cart corrals as well as I could for the first like hour and a half, and I was tired as shit. I did not want to be there. I just wanted to sit in my car and do nothing for the entire shift. So what I ended up doing was I hopped in my car, and I did the thing where, I dragged my little like line of carts up to my car so it looked like I was just, getting a stray cart over here or some shit. And I just laid back in my car, opened my glove box, and I had ladders. I didn't have Hulks or anything crazy. It was 2 milligram per, so I ended up taking about like 3 milligrams total of Xans. And what I ended up doing, was I just popped it all at once. I was just like, fuck it. I mean, if I only popped the bar, then I'd have a half, and that's kind of stupid to save. If I only popped the half, I wouldn't really get that barred. And I just wanted to sit in my car like a fucking brick. So I popped the bar and a half, and, I got back out, and I was like, all right, I'm going to work for a little bit longer, because I already know once this bar hits, I'm not doing a fucking thing. So, I'm walking around, I'm wrangling my carts, and how they had us set up, how they had us divvied up, was there was usually in the early mornings like this on weekdays when it was not that busy, they'd have one person for each like main entrance to wrangle the carts. So I was by the grocery section, and this other crabby ass old man was over by the like electronic and like home goods section. So I would always kind of stick to my side, but he would always bitch about me to the managers, and that was the one thing that I didn't really take into account before doing this, and that comes into play a little later into the story. So anyways, I'm wrangling up my carts for the next like 20-30 minutes, and I'm like, all right, this bar is going to hit me pretty hard pretty soon. I should just go chill in my car, quite honestly, because even though I only had this job for like a week, I didn't really care for it very much. Like, this was probably my least favorite job I'd ever had, just because they paid me like fucking garbage. And guys, I mean, like, they robbed me fucking blind. I'm talking like, if you're under 18, I don't know if it's in certain states or across the country, they can legally pay you below minimum wage because minimum wage applies to adults. So I was getting $7.25 an hour. I literally, my first paycheck was like not even $100. I was like, wow, this is fucking horrible. I mean, granted, it was like my first paycheck just for like my first couple of days because, you know, I had a weird time to start. But, you know, either way, it was like my paychecks always fucking sucked. I was only working like 20 hours a week, if even. Like, my paychecks sucked dick, you know? So basically, I was mad as hell, and I just hated this fucking job, you know, so I would just dick around, and, you know, I'm sitting in my car, I'm chilling, I'm not doing shit, and I'm figuring, like, all right, you know, I still got, like, 2.5, 3 more hours of this shift to blow, so I'm just gonna sit in my car and watch, like, YouTube videos and shit. So I'm laying in my car, I'm not doing shit. You know, maybe 20 minutes into laying in my car, the bar really hit me. And, you know, I knew it was hitting me because I immediately, as soon as I got in my car, I just kind of sat down and I started watching YouTube videos. And I could just feel myself getting more, like, comfortable. Like, it's hard to explain. Just more like, I felt like I went from sitting in a car seat to laying on, like, a Tempur-Pedic mattress almost. And I just felt very, like, barred. Like, I'm not going to go into detail of like how bars feel, because for those of you guys who have been on this channel, I've made a billion fucking Xanax videos, but I felt like I knew it was hitting me because I just started feeling so comfortable. So, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm watching these YouTube videos and I'm not even paying attention at the time. You know, my plan was like, yeah, I was just going to lay down and not do shit, but I'd occasionally get out of my car. That was my plan. How it ended up playing out, I didn't step foot out of that fucking vehicle until 11 o'clock came and I had to go clock out. I literally sat in that fucking car the whole time watching YouTube videos, doing absolutely fucking nothing, vaping here and there, doing literally jack shit. You know, I mean jack fucking shit. And, you know, I'm laying in my car, I'm watching YouTube videos. There was a point where I watched some Netflix, but I didn't have an account, so I remember having to, like, find an email I had to sign up for, like, a new Netflix to get the free trial and then just cancel it so I didn't have to pay. Like, yeah, I remember, like, that took me so long to do because I was, like, going to do it. Like, I'd go and check my email and then I'd get, like, sidetracked. And then I'd be like, oh, yeah, wait, I wanted to watch Netflix. So I'd, like, go open the Netflix app and I'd be like, wait, oh, I had to check my email. So, like, I was just fucking retarded. But either way, finally signed up for my Netflix account and all that. I'm watching Netflix for a little bit. Watch, like, maybe a show, if even. Then I just stop that shit. I just put my phone down. I was like, all right, fuck it. And I just laid there. And after that, I don't really remember if I took a nap or if I just kind of laid there chilling, like listening to music or whatever. I'm pretty sure I took a nap. I'm almost certain I took a nap because I don't remember shit after that point. And I know I was not barred out enough for that to happen. So I'm pretty certain I took a nap. But either way, I remember, you know, towards the end of my shift, I clocked out late even. I looked good to that manager until old grandpa man snitched over in the fucking electronics section. But I remember I was walking back in to clock out, and it was like maybe 11:15, 11:10. And, you know, I clock out. I leave my little, like, rope thing in there, because you could leave it in there, or you could bring it to your car and take it home. They don't really care as long as you have it. So I would always leave it there, just grab it whenever I came back. But, you know, old man is leaning in my manager's office, because how it's laid out is, you know, you walk in, right? And right directly along the wall to the right of the entrance, there's this little indent with the like place you clock in, the little machine thing, a couple bathrooms, and then the like service manager's offices. And old man's leaning in the manager's office, and all I hear him saying is like he's doing nothing and all that shit. And I know for a fact he's talking about me. Because this man, as time went on when I worked there, it became very clear he was just master snitch. He will tell on anybody, dude. You're not doing your job for 10 seconds. Oh, manager's finding out. She's got an undercover fucking operative, and it's this grandpa ass man, dude. This weird ass man. But either way, you know, he snitched me out. I was a little upset, but I was like, I don't even care. Like, I did it. Like, what am I even gonna say? So I just went home. I just pretended I didn't hear it. And, you know, of course, after that week, you know, I did it more, and my hours got cut pretty hard. You know, I kept fucking doing nothing in my car. Not always barred, but always just doing nothing at that job, and I eventually quit. But yeah, either way, not the most wild story in the world. In fact, a little shorter in comparison to a lot of my stories. But either way, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Drop a like if you did. Once again, guys, I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but don't do the things I do. This is fucking retarded. Don't do this shit. But yeah, either way, drop a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.